Okay, thank you very much, Alina. Thank you very much for that introduction. And good morning, everyone. Um, okay, good morning, everyone. My name is Joseph Akpata. I'm the manager, youth development portfolio, managing this Yellowpreneur initiative. Okay, I'll be your the compare all the anchor person for this webinar session. First and foremost, I want to welcome all the female entrepreneurs who have been able to join us, and we hope that more of the female entrepreneurs will join us in the course of the program. Welcome to the Yellowpreneur MTN and the Bank of Industry Yellowpreneur Initiative. We call it the 3.0, the phase 3 of the Yellowpreneur Initiative. And this is the webinar session where is the first time we're meeting all the applicants of the for the phase 3 program for all the applicants who have applied. I think we recorded entries of over 35,000, and we're expecting a whole lot of these female entrepreneurs to join the program. Let me start by way of recognition. Okay. We have 3 partners on this program, and I'll start by way of recognition, starting with introducing the Executive Director of the MTN Nigeria Foundation in person of Mrs. Oduayo Sonia. Once I introduce you, kindly just put up your camera for recognition and let our esteemed female entrepreneurs get to see your face and meet you that way. Thank you very much. I just introduced the Executive Director. Thank you very much. Her camera is on. You can see her face. She's the Executive Director, MTN Nigeria Foundation. Thank you very much. You're welcome. Okay. The next person I'll be introducing is Ms. Omolara Okubajo. She's the Group Head, Micro, Small, and Medium Enterprise Funds, Bank of Industry Limited. You're very much welcome. Thank you for introducing your face. Thank you very much. The next person I'll be introducing is Mr. Okechukwu Madu. He's the team lead of the Micro, Small, and Medium Enterprise Funds from the Bank of Industry Limited as well. Mr. Okechukwu Madu, thank you very much. Thank you for joining the program. And then I would like to introduce Dr. Olawale Anifowoshe. He's the Director of Programs and Partnerships from the Enterprise Development Center. Dr. Olawale, you're welcome. If you can hear me, please turn on your camera so that the female entrepreneurs can know you, see you. Okay. The next partner I'll be introducing is Mr. Emmanuel Ahibe. He's the Manager Channel Management, MoMo PSB, joined by Ms. Adejumoke Abolade. They're all from MoMo PSB. Yeah, Mr. Emmanuel, I see you turning on your camera, and Adejumoke. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you, everyone. And I know initially I'd introduced our esteemed female entrepreneurs. If you're still joining us, if you just join us, we're just at the introductory stage. We're going to have exciting, very exciting and insightful session where we want to talk about the Yellowpreneur program phase 3.0. Okay, and we all know what the Yellowpreneur program is all about, but just let me quickly do a bit of description about it for the benefit of the female entrepreneurs. This is an initiative that we've designed to which seeks to contribute to the reduction of women unemployment. Okay, we looked at it and say, how do we contribute to the reduction of female unemployment? And this way, we believe we can advance women development in the area of entrepreneurship. And we try to want to do this through training, because we believe it will build your entrepreneurial skills and all of that. And then the plan is also to establish some of these female entrepreneurs with equipment loan. Primarily, this is what this initiative is all about. So we're going to go into the webinar session proper, and we're starting with an opening remarks and a presentation from the Executive Director of the MTN Nigeria Foundation, Ms. Oduayo Soya. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Joseph. I say very good morning to, our guests of honor. That's the female entrepreneurs. Good morning to you all. I see in the chat, some people are joining from Jos, Abuja, Lagos, Oyo State, and, just across Nigeria. It's amazing. From Kano State, I see Kano State, Osun State, amazing. Welcome to you all, and thank you for taking out time to join this webinar. I think it tells how seriously, you really want to move your businesses forward, and how much you really want to contribute to the economy. I'd like to say a very good morning to our partners from EDC, from Bank of Industry. Good morning, everyone. Just permit me to align with the already established protocols. I'll share my presentation, and then we just go in. Seems I'm struggling to, just hold on a bit. Seems I'm having some little, let me stop and then I do it again. Okay. Aha. Please confirm that you can see my screen. Good. Good morning again. Pleasure to be here. I just want to say that for the female entrepreneurs, this is, I'm sure this is a milestone for you to even have been able to apply in the first instance. And for us at MTN, and I'm sure at BOI, it's really about you, but I'm sure you also know that this program only works to the extent that you make it work. You'd only see a transformation to the extent that you can apply, yourselves to all that, and apply all that you learn in the program to yourself and your business. It is not coincidental that it's not coincidental that we are starting with, a capacity building, that the program has been designed as such. The reason is because we want to build entrepreneurs who understand what it means to do business. People who are casting compelling visions that will outlive them. So on that note, again, I say welcome. I'll just go into the presentation that I have for you. So a bit about the MTN Foundation. The MTN Foundation was established in 2004 and is the corporate social investment vehicle of MTN Nigeria. So if you're an MTN customer, you're contributing to making a lot of things happen. So you should give yourselves, you should clap for yourselves or give yourselves a pat on the back. I think for the foundation, we are one of the foremost corporate foundations in Nigeria. And our focus areas, even though morphed over time, but our areas we focus on capacity building, health, and of course, economic empowerment, under that theme is where, the Yellowpreneur program falls. Till date, MTN has invested a little over 32 billion naira in various interventions across the 36 states of Nigeria and the FCT. The MTN Foundation we're 22 this year, has been since inception solely and fully funded by MTN Nigeria. And that is, up to 1% of MTN Nigeria's annual profit, after tax. In terms of impact, a total of a little over 32 million people have been touched. And, this is across about 3,600 communities across Nigeria. We have impacted about 590 local government areas out of the 774. All that we do at the foundation is through the lens of Nigeria's national priorities. We're very much aligned with Nigeria's national priorities, and that's why you'll see things like capacity building, health, and of course, economic empowerment, being in alignment with the plan of the government, bottom line. And then we also aligned with the SDGs. There are 17 SDGs, but we fully align with SDGs 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 17. So that's a little bit about the MTN Foundation. Our purpose at the foundation is that we exist to enable opportunities that drive sustainable growth in our communities. Our vision is very audacious. It's simply that at the MTN Foundation, we envision a Nigeria where no community is left behind. And we know we can't do that alone. And that's why, we're not going this journey alone. We have our wonderful partners, Bank of Industry and the Enterprise Development Center with us. Our mission is to consistently enhance the well-being of our communities by fostering investments through collaboration and partnerships in the areas of capacity building, health, and economic empowerment. Our communities are very much at the core of what we do. And I'm sure we know that communities are not just geographical spaces. They're people, because people give life, to the communities. A bit about the Yellowpreneur initiative, just a snapshot since we started. We launched the initiative in 2022. Now, there's a backstory as to what led to the initiative. We, coming out from COVID, there's data, and the data still persists. I think at about 2021, 2022, there was some research done that, and you can find it on Statistia, you can find it, on the internet. And it said that only 2% of venture capital for that year and the previous year had gone to whether female founded or female led entrepreneurs. And we all know that, data abounds. Female entrepreneurs have the challenge of access to capital, access to markets, and at times access to structure for their businesses. And we can go on and on. And for us, it was important to then begin to speak to this part of the population, women who have capacity to do much more. And of course, by that, we're tackling poverty. We set out to tackle a bit of poverty. By that, we're enabling families, enabling communities. And so a dipstick survey with a few women revealed that some of them had been grantees over and over again. That means they had gotten grants more than once or twice. But their businesses had not moved forward. And we picked and we realized that, scratching a bit deeper, we realized that the problem was about capacity building. The women lacked structure, which could have been given to them through some capacity building that would have been done for them, that should have been done for them before they accessed the grants. And so we partnered with the Enterprise Development Center in the phase one, and the Bank of Industry also in the phase one of this. So the program is structured of 4 weeks of learning. You're going to learn where you are. We recognize that, as women, we're facing a lot. I'm also a woman. Life happens, things happen, and so you're learning at your pace, even though within a time frame. Please note, within a time frame. So that's how it's structured. Self-learning. MTN provides data to cover the learning. But I'm sure you also know that when people are not learning, then we don't give them data. There's no point giving people not learning data. But so that's the way that the program is structured. After that, then you then have 1 week of master classes where we bring experts in the areas of tax, legal experts who can tell you about IP, intellectual property, about the importance of formalizing your businesses and all of that. So we bring in a few more experts so that you have a deeper understanding of the business landscape in Nigeria. And so since inception, so that's what led to Yellowpreneur. And we're here today. It's the third edition. Since inception, over 500 million has been invested in, and mark my words, we don't use we're not spending money, we are investing in you. And we expect that the investments will yield a return, even though the return may not be naira and kobo like that, but it will yield a return in your increased capacity for your businesses, your ability to employ more people and all of that. Those are the expectations. Till date, we have so for the business pitch, which happens after the learning. So once you learn, you're expected, if you apply all that you are taught, you're expected to come up with a very simplified business plan. And it's very important that you do that, because that business plan is then ranked. And then the few women, I think we're shortlisting about 200, 250 women who then go into a pitch pipeline. So you then pitch your business, your numbers, you show your numbers. So till date, we've had 439 women-led businesses participate in the pitches. We have trained 5,000, we've equipped 5,339 women in terms of capacity building, because there are times some entrepreneurs have told us, even though they qualify, maybe their business plans do well and they're ranked properly, but they've told us they don't need the money. What they needed was a structure. And, so at times they exit the program because they believe they have what they need. Till date, 122 we've disbursed equipment loans to 122 businesses. We had 51 in the phase one and 71 in the second phase. And so that's it from phases one and two. One thing that I would like to say here is, I'm sure you can see the difference, the gap between the numbers trained into those that went that were shortlisted for the business pitch, and then translating into those that actually got the equipment loans. There's a reason why we're giving loans, and is at a single digits. It's not really about the interest, but it's about the discipline for us as women to borrow and return. Note that as you go into, for those that would eventually be shortlisted, and this can apply to even other facilities you may get from other banks, go in with your 100% commitment, because when you permit my use of this word, when you mess up that opportunity, what you've done is that you've shut the door for another woman who would have done well in business. So do all that you need to do, and please, make sure that you do well, your documentation, everything is intact. So that's been our journey with in terms of Yellowpreneur. It's something that we want to continue to do. And we believe that, Nigerian women, female entrepreneurs will continue to show themselves worthy. And so in 3.0, in the version 3.0, which is why we're here today, our partners, Bank of Industry, together with Bank of Industry, MTN Foundation, and the Bank of Industry, have created a 1 billion naira matching fund. And what this tells you is that the commitment is real. In the first phase, it was a loan of 2 million. In the second phase, we took it up to 3 million. But right now, it is up to 5 million. There's a lot that can get you, it can move you forward in your business. So that's why we are here. Like Joseph said, we received about a little over 35,000 applications. And so the scope is that we've launched the call for application. We're going to run the capacity building. 1,000 female entrepreneurs will be shortlisted to go in for the capacity building, which is the entry into the program. And then after that, there's a business pitch for 400. So 400 female entrepreneurs will be shortlisted based on their on their business plans, and they will make a pitch to industry experts. And then after that, we will shortlist the top 200, and the top 200 will be able to get loans of up to 5 million, naira each. The interesting thing here is that it could either be an equipment loan or a working capital loan. We've never done working capital, but we're now doing it. And that shows the commitment from MTN Foundation and the Bank of Industry. So the equipment loan is at 5.5% per annum, and the working capital is at 8% per annum. And the loan tenure, you have a 6 months moratorium period where you don't repay, because we believe that we should give enough time. And after that, a period of 24 months to repay the loan. There's no grant element to this particular version of the Yellowpreneur. And of course, we're working actively to be able to provide mentorship and create ecosystems for the participants, and even those that may not be shortlisted. There's a lot of work ongoing to see how we can provide that support to the entrepreneurs. We're very heavy on monitoring and evaluation, whether from the MTN Foundation side or the Bank of Industry side. So we expect that you will be very compliant, and you will bring your A game to bear in this initiative. So on that note, I'd like to say thank you very much for listening, and I just wish you a wonderful ride as you get closer. We get closer to unveiling the 1,000 female entrepreneurs that will go in for the Yellowpreneur initiative. Thank you, everyone, for listening. Thanks.
Okay. Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you for the remarks and the presentation that you've made. That was very detailed. I strongly believe that our esteemed female entrepreneurs, they heard a lot. They learned a lot from what information about the program is all about. And I was going through the chat room messages from the female entrepreneurs. A whole lot of them are excited. Following the comments they've provided, they presented in the chat room. A whole lot of them were saying, thank you, MTN, thank you, Bank of Industry. Thank you very much, ma'am. I believe you've heard a whole lot, and there were questions in the chat room. I just want to assure the female entrepreneurs that we know you have questions, okay? This platform might not be adequate enough for us to answer all your questions, but be rest assured that every piece of information that you need regarding this program will be shared with you at the right time. Our own concern and appeal is that you just stay close to your email boxes and your phone numbers, your box in your phones, okay? all information will be shared with you at the right time so that you can get the information real time, okay? And then you comply and make do with it. If you listen to Mrs. Odoyo's presentation, she talked about what we've achieved in the previous phases 1 and 2. Okay, I know a lot of you would have seen some success stories there, but we want to increase the success story in the course of implementing the third phase. So we believe that through everyone that will be participating in the program, we will increase our success story, and it will be an interesting and memorable journey for all of us all. Okay. During her presentation, she talked about the training aspect, and I just want to emphasize, and she also mentioned it, that no learning, no data. Okay. We've given our awards. We'll be supporting your learning process with data, okay? But where we found out that you are not learning and you are not doing what is required, we will not be giving you that data. So let's just make it clear. And we've tried to structure the training program in such a way that it is at your own pace, okay? But we want to strongly emphasize that you please try and complete the training, the courses that will be provided. It's for your own good as well. You agree with me that any knowledge you gain from the training sessions, nobody can take it away. And apart from the fact that you are getting money or you're not getting money, you can apply those knowledge to your business, and it will really help you to grow your business. Thank you very much, Mrs. Odayo, for that presentation once again. And then we'll move on our agenda. The next remarks and presentation, we'll be having it from Mr. Okechukwu Madu, the team lead MSME funds from the Bank of Industry Limited. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Good morning. My name is Mrs. Omolara Okubajo. I'm the one that will actually be taking this section. There was a little mix-up with the agenda. Sorry about that. Can I have...
I want to speak.
Can you hear me? Okay. Sorry, who is going to project? Do you have the presentation already? Do you need me to, do I have access to project?
Yes, you have access.
Okay, all right. I will do that in a minute. They said you can request, someone else is sharing. Okay, you've already, okay, great. So can you just put it on projection mode? Yes. Okay, so good morning, everyone. Welcome once again. I'm here to basically just speak to you a little bit about the Bank of Industry. I believe between Mr. Joseph and Mrs. Oduade or Mrs. Sonia, we've heard quite a bit about this program. So I wouldn't go too much into this. It is a collaboration between the three respective organizations in order to stimulate and accelerate development, industrial development in Nigeria in particular. And in this case, we are actually doing a little bit of positive discrimination and supporting women. Of course, you remember this was launched in March to coincide with the International Women's Day. So without further ado, I'll just go straight to it. Next slide, please. Okay, so BOI, who are we? The Bank of Industry. I believe everyone here, you are already aware of who we are. We did a brief, we spoke briefly at the session or the launch of this program in March. So if we go to the next slide. Sorry, can we go to the next slide, please? Okay, so BOI is Nigeria's leading DFI. We actually call ourselves God's own bank. We are the foremost development finance institution in Nigeria. were established in 1959 and reconstituted in 2001. So if you want to go by the numbers, we are about, let me do my math. 40, we're just over 65 years old. We celebrated 65 years a couple of years ago. So we're about 70. We're going to be 67 years this year. Our mandate is to provide long-term affordable financing for enterprises. You know, we are trying to stimulate industrialization, create jobs, and basically lead to inclusive economic growth and development. I think if we want to pick some keywords for BOI, we will speak to long-term finance, long-term affordable finance. So we are looking at 9 to 15%. In fact, this used to be single digits. Up until a few months ago, we would always say a single digit finance. But, you know, we are all aware of what's going on in the local and international economy. So we actually can't even afford that single digit. But on in this program, you still have access to single digit finance. So, you know, as compared to commercial banks, which provide about 35%, we offer you single digit finance. We support MSMEs right from nano up until even large corporates across 14 different sectors. We are represented nationally and we support national development in line with the President Tinubu's renewed hope agenda. Now, BOI, we are owned by both CBN and the Ministry of Finance. So you have a little bit of our ownership structure there projected. Please, next slide. Okay, so we have a highly experienced board and management in order to ensure that we provide the necessary development. Our MD is Dr. Olasukbo Olusi. He was appointed by the president in October 2023. And the chairman of our board is Dr. Mansur Mukhtar. He's the former Honorable Minister of Finance. So we have experienced and very capable hands leading us in this journey. Next slide. In terms of national coverage, we are represented and operating across the nation. Right now, we have physical offices in 34 states, including the FCT. We plan to cover the remaining 3 states this year. So look out, in the next 7 months, we will open physical offices in every single state, in 3 more states. At the moment, we serve all states, but we do not have physical presence in 3 states. Next, please. And of course, you see how relevant this is because the people we heard, some people say they are here, they are calling from Abia. Some people said they are calling from Anambra, Port Harcourt, Kano. So we have an office in your state. So if you have any issues, there are people there that will attend to you. In terms of industrial sectors, I mentioned earlier that we are in 14 different sectors. Our core sectors include agro-processing, food processing, transport and logistics, power and utilities, pharmaceuticals, engineering and technology, as well as beverages. Our other sectors include oil and gas, hospitality and tourism, creative and digital industry, chemical and industrial minerals, mining and metals, climate finance, and healthcare. Now, again, I've seen a lot of people put their different sectors. I'm sure you will find your place right within this list that we have just provided here. Now, BOI, next slide. BOI currently, we've established that there are 6 areas that need priority as we look at this, our developmental agenda. And those 6 areas are here. Number 1, MSME, which is all of you here. And this is why we are here. You are a core focus area for the bank. We've seen that MSMEs actually drive 70% of development across the world. So we are actually focused on this area, providing low-cost financing from nano through to micro, small, medium enterprises in Nigeria. Gender, again, this is why we are here. We deliberately focused on women, women-led and women-owned businesses. I mean, in this case, we're actually looking at women-owned businesses, but we also support, as a bank, we also support women-led industries or even businesses that center around women. So if your business, for example, and I'm saying this in case you have other people who are also interested but did not qualify for this actual Yellowpreneur 3.0. So if your business, say, provides sanitary wares for women, then even if it is owned by a man, BOI will be there for you. So please, you may visit us separately outside of this program. Then we center on youth. We've also realized that Nigeria in particular, we have a teeming, vibrant percentage of youth population, and this, we cannot leave anyone behind. So similar to MTN Foundation, we do not want to leave any community, any group, or any segment behind. So we focus on youth. Climate. The world we live in today has changed. Climate and sustainability are key focus areas, particularly outside as we look at Nigeria becoming an international, well-recognized, and we are well-recognized nation. So climate is a core area for the bank. Then infrastructure. Nigeria, we know that for development to happen, for businesses to be sustainable, we need to ensure that the backbone, the infrastructure is there and is ready and can lift us up. So this is an area we focus on as well as a bank. And lastly, digital. You cannot run away from this. The world we are in today, digital is a significant area. So these 6 thematic areas are areas that the bank has put significant focus on. We try to tailor our financing to these areas to ensure that we have inclusive national development. Can we go to the next slide, please? Okay. So this, speaking to our corporate strategy, so this is basically looking at our corporate strategy. And we're basically saying that our strategy is hinged on all those 6 thematic areas. For us to make a major impact in those areas, we've been deliberate in outlining targets for those areas. First of all, MSMEs. As a bank, we have said 35% of our funding must support MSMEs. If we are to realize the development that we need, we must support MSMEs. So in each year, 35% of our funding in the bank goes to support MSMEs. Infrastructure and all the other sectors we mentioned, our core sectors, 30% of our funding is assigned to that. Minimum. So in terms of infrastructure, minimum across board. Now, embedded within this, we've said that whether it is in MSME, whether it's in infrastructure, at least 15% of our funding, whichever sector it is, must be assigned to women. Women-owned businesses, women-led businesses, and businesses that support women products. Now, youth, we mentioned this as a key thematic area. Again, 20% across board, whether it is youth, MSME youth, whether it is industry, a business in infrastructure, but 20% is assigned to youth. Climate resilience, 10%, and digital and technology, 15%. So we design our programs, our projects. Yellowpreneur is one of these. So this program alone will tick different boxes for us, MSME box as well as women box. So thank you very much. You are also supporting the bank's strategy. So please give yourselves a pat on the back. Now, how do we, sorry, we haven't finished that slide. So how do we want to do that? We are going to focus on impact. We are going to ensure that we do a lot in these areas. We're going to expand our value proposition. We're going to change the things we do to ensure that all these programs are supported. We are trying to improve our delivery so that where maybe a couple of years ago, you say we took this long, we are including a lot of technical capabilities and partnerships to ensure that we do things better and faster. And we are diversifying our capital base. So thank you as we move along. Sorry, to the next slide. So just a bit on some of the key intervention funds we've done. We have FGN 200 billion Naira MSME fund. I'm sure you've heard of some of these. We have a rapid program where we've, this is the rural access to, so this basically looks at the rural areas in particular. So we have programs there, 10 billion, this is a 10 billion initiative. And we have the GLOW, this is a gender product for women only. And of course, we have MTN BOI partnership also for women. Then we have the solar and climate finance program. So these are just a few of some of the programs we have in the bank. We have a lot more, but this is just a 10-minute presentation. So again, if you are interested in a little more, please visit our website. Please visit our physical offices. Last slide, I believe. Okay, not the last. So sustainability and recognition. We've been well recognized internationally and locally as a leader in ESG. As we look to ensuring that we are sustainable across board. We've received a lot of awards and we will continue to do our best. The award is not the point. The development is the point. But of course, the award will help us even get more finance to support these areas. Next slide. Yes, so this is just a bit of our 2025 impact. We have used over 636 billion naira in terms of disbursement in 2025. We've created over 1.6 million jobs, 150 billion inclusion in terms of women, in terms of youth disbursement, and then 100 billion in terms of infrastructure, all in 2025. And now as we enter 2026, we believe that we will do even more, and we've already started that journey. So next slide, please. Okay, so I think we've spoken to a lot of all of this. Our outlook as we go through the year, we're focusing on our thematic areas. We are developing more in terms of finance toolkit to support businesses, doing more targeted programs and strategic partnerships. For example, the one we are doing now with EDC and MTN. Thank you very much for your time, and we wish you all the best, and we'll see you soon as we continue in the course of this program. Thank you. Joseph, over to you, our compare.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Omolara. I'm right here. Thank you for the presentation. I strongly believe that the female entrepreneurs heard you. They heard everything that you said. And I think we can put our hands together for Ms. Omolara. I already see them doing that. Thank you very much. Just some keynotes from the BOI's presentation. I want to assure the female entrepreneurs that will have interesting experience with the loan application and disbursement process. Putting together this 3.0 phase, BOI had promised that we'll have a technology approach, an automated approach for this, where we will not be spending much time completing the loan application and the disbursement process. So in that regard, we're appealing to the female entrepreneurs, put your documentations together, meet the timelines that will be given for your submission of all these documents and all of that. Even before we get to that stage, we'll use different platforms to communicate the requirement for all of this to all of you. So we're going to have a seamless approach for all of this. Thank you, everyone. So we quickly move to the next item on the agenda, which will be presentation from the Enterprise Development Center. This is the training partner that we've been working with on the Yellowpreneur program. They have a very robust and reliable learning management platform. I welcome Dr. Olawale Anifowoshe. He's the Director of Programs and Partnerships, who will be going through this presentation for us. Thank you very much.
Good morning, Joseph, and good morning, ladies. And of course, the very brave few men that are here. Joseph, I believe it's probably just me and you that are the brave men that are here. Let me start by saying congratulations to every single one of you that is here. Your presence here is the testament of your true interest in being successful on your journey, on your entrepreneurial journey. So I commend you for taking the initiative to apply for the MTN BOI Yellowpreneur program. EDC has been part of this program for since inception, and we've built a fantastic relationship and structure with the Bank of Industry and the MTN Foundation. I want to use this opportunity to also commend the MTN Foundation for this initiative, because it is very clear from the first and second cohort or phase of the Yellowpreneur program that it is truly a program that is impacting women entrepreneurship in Nigeria. Can you put up the slide? Can you put up my slide, please? Okay. Okay, so you can flip to the next slide so we can dive straight into it. So good morning, everyone. Thank you for having me. My address this morning is very short, and I want to start by, please, can you go to the next slide? I want to start by speaking to what the enterprise, or what the Enterprise Development Center is. The EDC was established 23 years ago as a response to the lack of support, professional support, and for small and growing businesses in Nigeria. At that time, there was not many institutions that were focused on providing professional, high-quality entrepreneurship training and support services to SMEs in Nigeria. Today, EDC has built a robust network across Nigeria and indeed in Africa, positioning high-quality curriculum to help move the MSME sector in Nigeria forward. And we've been able to achieve this through training, providing short certificate programs, support, business development service engagements, advisory and consulting services, community, and of course, a very rich network of entrepreneurs. Today, we have a network of more than 1 million, over 500,000 entrepreneurs across Nigeria. And we're happy with many of them that are even going beyond the shores of Nigeria to do great things. But one important aspect of the work we do is partnerships. Through partnership, we've been able to build large-scale programs that truly impact everyone across all cadres, from nano, micro, small, medium enterprises all across Nigeria. So over 20 years, EDC has been pioneering innovation when it comes to entrepreneurship development and enterprise training for entrepreneurs and SMEs. And we've been able to specifically reach over 1 million women and young people through the various programs and initiatives, through the partnerships which we have done. And one of the partnerships which has been very, very instrumental in us reaching this is that relationship which we have with Bank of Industry and the MTN Foundation. Partnership, which I mentioned, is one of the ways through which we've been able to achieve this. And of course, we've been able to achieve over 100 plus ecosystem partners that are desirous of building and entrenching their own support in the SME space in Nigeria. We've also been able to successfully support access to finance for the value of over 20 billion to several entrepreneurs. And we are hoping that before the end of this year, we would even move this to maybe even 100 billion naira. And we're doing a lot of work in that area with many of the partners that we are also working with. We also have inclusive in our reach, and we've also supported and trained persons with disabilities on many other projects that we're doing across Nigeria. And of course, we want to ensure that the quality program in entrepreneurship development that we're offering, no one is left behind. Please move to the next slide. So what does this program entail? EDC has developed a well-structured 4 weeks program that would empower everyone that successfully makes it to the program. Let me be clear. Everyone that is here that has applied is already a winner, because you are going to start to enjoy many of those content from us that would help you to start learning. And that starts almost immediately. Right after my presentation, one of the faculty that would be taking sessions during the program is going to come and share some business nuggets that if you take and start to apply immediately, would help you to start seeing some changes in your business. In addition to that, we also have an SME toolkit, which is an AI-powered platform that helps you to stay abreast of all of those issues that you are having in your business, and you can solve them. So we have the AI advisor, we have the marketplace, we have tools, resources, additional learning that you can plug into just because you have applied for the program. So you would agree with me that even if you do not make it to that, if you don't make it to that part of the program, you would already start to benefit from the fact that you applied. I'm pretty sure that if MTN Foundation and BOI had their way, every single one of you would benefit from all of the robust program that we have developed as part of this process for the program. So what are you going to get if you make it to the training side of the program? A 4 weeks program, which will be led by our quality certified facilitators, which will be on webinar and will cover all of those core areas that are important to you to be successful in your business. Earlier, Joseph had mentioned that EDC has a robust learning management system, which is essentially a self-paced learning structure that would allow you at your own convenience, within a time frame, as he also mentioned, to learn about human resource management, marketing management, how to put your books in order, and also some of those risks that as a business owner you will face, and those things that you need to understand to mitigate against those risks that businesses face in our business environment. You will learn about strategy, negotiation, and a host of all others. But all of this will be within a time frame. And we're looking at you as you're doing this because it also would count towards your being successful when you are submitting for the grading of your growth plans. Of course, you would also enjoy one-on-one business advisory, which is the most critical part of any business development. You have the opportunity to meet with our certified business development service providers who would listen to the challenges, listen to the structure of your business, and profile solutions that you can take and implement in your business immediately to get you on that growth trajectory that would make you successful in your business. Next slide, please. Okay, so the 4 weeks journey, on week 1, we will take you through people management, customers, and market, helping you to understand that building the human and market foundation of your business is one of the critical aspects of you being successful in business. Like we always tell people, in the week 2, you'll be going through strategy and marketing. And we always say, if your marketing is not right, forget your business. So we must help you to understand your market, your target audience, how you can consistently get your target audience to pay for you or to continuously pay you for your services and for the products you have. But you must then understand that your services must be value driven. Your products must offer value. And this is one of the things that is critical to the success of any business. In week 3, we'll go to finance and operations, where we'll now be looking and helping you to understand how to manage your money, prepare you for investment, and to be able to attract money. The money that is available, you must meet all of those criteria in order for you to be able to access it. But there are other funding and finance opportunities out there. We would be preparing you to be able to access those kind of funding opportunities and to also make your operations cheaper, faster, and more available to the desired markets that you have out there. And of course, in week 4, we will go through risk negotiation and the growth plan. Remember, I spoke about the growth plan and the importance of the growth plan. The growth plan helps us to understand your thinking around how you want to grow your business after you have completed all of the learning, which I have stated. And that is what we would be looking at. So make sure that as soon as you get the notification, that you have been successful or not, you follow the prompt in that email. That prompt in that email helps to guarantee that you will be on this entrepreneurial journey, whichever way, whether you're successful or not. There are things which the Yellowpreneur program has put in place for you so that you would be better off for applying for this program. Please, next slide. So your path through the program, just like I said, the first part, please, can you go back to that slide? I want to reemphasize it because it's important. As soon as you get the notification in your email, text message, what have you, ensure you follow those prompts and complete your onboarding properly and start your self-paced learning immediately on the EDC learning platform. The second part of it is those facilitator-led engagements where you can then even ask questions more specifically. If you're not clear, you are now speaking to an expert, and you would be able to engage and learn even further. The third one is the third part of that pathway for you is the one-on-one engagement, which I had described earlier, and you must take advantage of it. Typically, if you had to take Naira and Kobo to pay these advisors, you'd be paying a lot of money, but you're getting it at no cost. So please ensure that you take advantage of this opportunity once you get the notification that you're moving ahead. And of course, finally, ensure you submit your growth plan. Remember, all of this is within a time frame, and it's important that you follow all of the laid down structure for you, which has been designed for you to enjoy this robust program that we have put together in partnership, of course, with the MTN Foundation and the Bank of Industry. Please, next slide. So, for those that, and of course, for everyone, you would have the opportunity to be part of the alumni community of the MTN Foundation Yellowpreneur program on the SME Toolkit. The SME Toolkit would enable you to continue to learn. You can learn about even other things that would add value to you and your business. You would also be able to book business advisory sessions with our BDSPs that can help you to continue to navigate the business terrain in Nigeria. And of course, our marketplace enables you to list and sell your products to the network and beyond. It's a truly interesting marketplace we put on the SME Toolkit because you have the control. You will be able to, we would also assist with pushing your products and services in the market. For those who already have a growth plan, or rather for those who do not have a growth plan, you can bring your thoughts here and you can develop your growth plan. And the AI-powered growth plan would enable you to develop key milestones and also help you to be accountable for the success of your business, and would also prompt you follow up to ensure that these things which you have put in your growth plan, you'll be able to achieve them. There will be many funding opportunities, like I mentioned earlier, and we will be preparing you to be able to access those funding opportunities, not just the one we've put as part of this program to help you. The one that's been put as part of this program is 1 digit and would truly help you to move your business forward. But if you need other funding, like grants, equity, all kinds of funding opportunities are available on the SME Toolkit, and you'll be able to have access to that. There are resources, templates, articles, business plan templates, marketing plan templates, all kinds of resources that you need to be successful in your business is also there. So ensure that once you get those prompts, you also follow them, register, and get the opportunity to be on the SME Toolkit. Of course, this is courtesy of the MTN Foundation. So make sure that you take full advantage of it. Please, next slide. Okay, that's about it. Fantastic. Okay, I think I've come to the end of the presentation. I want to say a big thank you again to everyone for listening to me. And please, make sure that you take advantage of this opportunity. The minute you get the prompt, whether you're successful in moving on to the next stage or not, ensure that you follow those prompts And I promise you that this program will truly change your life, and the entrepreneurial journey that you are starting right now will be successful and you'll be rewarded for it. Thank you so much for listening to me. Joseph, I'm handing over back to you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Dr. Olawale. I completely agree with you. I'm strongly with you on this as the only two bold men in this program. I completely agree with you. Thank you for your presentation. I believe the female entrepreneurs, they've taken note of the interesting information that you have shared. To the female entrepreneurs, you heard about the learning platform, you heard about availability of content that you will learn a whole lot from, and the certified facilitators that will be engaging to provide instructor-led sessions. Okay, so if I were you, I would take good advantage of it. Okay, it's not only until you receive funds that as resources or asset that you can use to grow or expand your business, even the knowledge that you gain. We will be supporting you with data. I mentioned that before. Okay, and then please, Dr. Olale emphasized that you take advantage of the instructor-led session where you have the opportunity to ask these facilitators questions. You've done your self-paced session, and there's some things that might not be clear to you. You have the opportunity of the instructor-led sessions to ask all of these questions. EDC coming on board for this program, they've talked about the SME Toolkit platform that you have a whole lot of opportunities to take advantage of. You heard him talk about the marketplace and the funding opportunities. So permit me to go a bit scriptural. What we are bringing to you, our thought towards the female entrepreneurs is of value. Okay, we're bringing value to you. This 3.0 phase put together by MTN and the Bank of Industries to bring a whole lot of value to you. Thank you very much, Dr. Alali, for your presentation. We'll quickly move on to the next item. We'll be having the MoMo PSB presentation. It will be presented by Mr. Emmanuel Ahigbe. Mr. Emmanuel is the manager, channel management, MoMo PSB. Mr. Emmanuel, thank you very much.
Joseph, before we take Mr. From
Emmanuel.
MoMo, Mr. Emmanuel from MoMo, I have one of the faculty which I had mentioned from the EDC that wants to take a few minutes to share some business nuggets that all of the women, all the ladies here can benefit from. So everyone, whether or not they are going forward, will be able to get a few things that they can apply in their business just for coming here today. And they would see the impact on their business. So I think maybe we can take that for a few minutes before the MoMo presentation. I hope that's okay.
Okay, Mr. Olale, thank you very much. That is okay. Mr. Emmanuel, kindly permit us, and let's have that presentation. Afterwards, then you make your presentation.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Halima, is our faculty here now?
Yes, it's here.
Okay, yes.
All right. Good morning. Sorry, good afternoon, everyone. So I think I'm the third guy here that is bold enough to be in the midst of ladies. So thank you very much. Thank you very much also, Mr. Joseph. And also thank you, Miss Dr. Olawale and Miss Miriam. So today I want to share with us just a few tips when it comes to marketing and sales. I'm trying to share my slide. I don't know if I can be given approval for that.
You have that.
I have that right. Okay. All right, it's showing. So in the next 10 minutes, I would just share on 4 key pillars of marketing and sales. Now, we're going to learn more about this during the sections that we're going to have with you. But for now, let's just do some insight when it comes to marketing and sales. So my name is Mark Onoja. I am from EDC. I'm a business development service provider with EDC. And of course, I'm also going to be one of your faculty when you move to the next stage. So one of the things you need to understand when it comes to running a business is that business have different parts. And one of the most important parts for every startup and small business is this what's called marketing and sales. If you don't do marketing and you don't sell your product and services, that will lead to the death of your business. Every other thing in your business, the operation, people, facility management, expansion, everything hinges around marketing and sales. If you don't sell, your business will die. And that is just the truth about it. So one of the core things, one of your core functions as a business owner is to learn the act of marketing and selling. Usually I train entrepreneurs every other day. And one of the things I always advise them is that your marketing and selling should be one of the last thing you should source out or give out to someone else to do. It's a core thing that you need to do. So we want to look at 4 pillars. When I mean 4 pillars, means 4 of the foundational things you need to understand and you need to know within your fingertips if you need to market and sell very well. So I just have 10 minutes and I'll try to be slow and I also try to be fast. But of course, at the end of the day, you understand the 4 pillars. So these are the 4 pillars when it comes to marketing and selling. So 4 things you need to consider if you want to market and sales very well. So if you want to have efficient marketing and sales in your business, you need to understand these 4 things. The first one is called the value you provide as a business. Number 2 is that your target market. Number 3 is why is your product different? And number 4 is that what is your pricing strategy? So it's like marketing and sales stands on these 4 legs. Some people call it the 4 P's of marketing, but let's just use it as pillars of marketing today. So these 4 pillars will enable you to sell better. When you understand these pillars and you can be able to clearly answer the questions when it comes to these pillars, you can actually market and sell very well. It's the foundational principle. If you miss any of these pillars, your marketing and sales will not go quite well. So let's consider 4 of them. So the first one is, what value am I bringing to the marketplace? Now, one of the things you need to understand is that anytime somebody buys something from you, right? The person transfers money from you or takes money out of his bag, his wallet, or a bag to buy something from you. It means that that thing you're selling to the person is valuable to the person. Value just talks about anything that has worth and that solves our problem. So the first thing you need to ask yourself, or the first thing you need to be aware is that what value are you bringing to the marketplace? The marketplace where we find ourselves, that place where commerce happens, where buying and selling happens, right? For every industry, functions on the principles of value. You must always bring something valuable to the marketplace. If what you are selling doesn't have value, means it doesn't solve people's problem, they will not buy from you. So you need to always ask yourself, this thing I'm selling, I am selling wig, I'm selling eyeglasses, I am selling makeup, I'm selling pastries, I'm selling land, I'm selling houses, I'm selling food, anything I'm selling. Number 1, what challenges is it solving? Right? So you need to ask yourself, what challenge do people have that what I'm selling is solving? Number 2, why will customer choose me in terms of my value? Why is it that what I'm selling provides that value for them, provide that solution for them that other products and services doesn't, right? So we need to understand what value we are bringing to the marketplace. If people use our product and services, does it solve their problem? Does it make their life better? And one of the things you need to understand that humans, naturally, human beings, we are selfish and self-centered. Naturally, we think about ourselves 99.999% of the time. And any decision a normal human being makes is for his or her own good. So if they need to make a decision from buying from you, it has to be for their good. So you need to ask yourself, how does my product and service solve people's problem? If it doesn't, they will not buy from you. So it is one of the core pillars and foundation when it comes to marketing and sales that we don't buy what does not solve our problem. So you need to ask yourself one question. What problem is my product and services solving in the marketplace? Now, the next one, which is very important, is who is my target market? Now, I usually used to say this stuff, right? I know we are in a very religious country, so I'll be very careful as regards to what I want to say. Except you're one of these 4 entities. I don't want to use the word commodities. Entities. You are not meant for everybody, except you're God, the devil, oxygen, or water. Your business is not meant for everybody. Your product and services is not meant for everybody. You cannot be targeting everybody. One of the frustrations that happen to startup and small businesses, I've been doing this for almost 15 years, is that you're trying to sell to everybody, and everybody is not your target market. The easier you understand this, the better. You're not oxygen and you're not water, right? Even water itself, it's not every type of water everybody decides to drink, right? So you need to be clear as regards to who your target market is. Now, the clearer you are as regards to your target audience, the easier is it for you to market to people. Now, I normally tell people that if I have a conversation with someone, 2 minutes into our conversation, in fact, sometimes 1 minute, I know if this person is my target market, straight up. Why? Because I have trained myself to know and identify who our target market is. So, well, plenty ladies here, but those only 3 guys, Dr. Anifowoshe and Mr. Michael. So for the rest of us, ladies, for those that are married within here, you know you had a guy in mind that was like, this is my ideal guy, like my Prince Charming, right? So if another guy comes to you that doesn't meet that criteria, you push the guy away naturally. Why? Because you had somebody in your mind. So it's the same thing when it comes to selling. You need to ask yourself, what kind of target market do I want to deal with? And you decide this target market by answering some of this question here. What is the age of these people, right? You can't target all age. You can't be targeting from age 0 to 100. Because you're a startup or a small business, you can't do that. You don't have that capacity to do that, right? What is the income level, right? How much do they earn monthly? How much do they earn annually? What is their occupation? What do they do, right? Where is the location? Where do you find them online and offline? Right, time is going. What are their interests? What are the things that they're interested in, right? What are the pain points? What are the things that are suffering? Remember that our value, our products and services is supposed to solve people's problem. And you need to understand what are people's problem, what are their pain points, what are their buying behavior? Do they always buy? How often do they buy? The clearer you are as regards to who your target audience is, the better you sell. So that when you're having conversations with people, you don't stress yourself too much, and you know the kind of content to put out there because your content is targeted at people. For some of us, TikTok is where you should build your tent. Some of us, nothing concerning you with TikTok. Go and sell on LinkedIn. Why? Because your target markets are not on TikTok. The easier you understand this, the better. Then next is why makes my product different? Now, one of the things you need to understand is that if we're going to take a poll here, we don't have time, but if we take a poll, we're like almost over 500 persons here, right? So if we take a poll and as regards to how many fashion designers we have here, we'll have close to like 100 or 50, right? So if I want to sew clothes, why should I come to you as a fashion designer and not go to someone else? That thing is called, what is your unique value proposition? What makes you unique and different from every other person selling the same thing as you? The more unique you are, the better customers gravitate towards you, right? So I normally give this example that sometimes somebody outside your house sells groceries, sell like tomato stuff, all those things we buy from supermarkets, but we can buy it close to our house. But you leave that person and you walk like some few meters, right? You walk some steps to go and buy from someone and come back. Why? Because of that person, and this one says the same thing, but this person is offering something different than this other person, right? So one of the things you need to ask yourself is that what makes me different and unique? Why am I the best option? Usually they say, why are you the best option after sliced bread, all right? So some things you can look at is that you provide better quality. So if they buy things from you, it's more quality. Your product lasts longer. It's convenient doing business with you than other people. So sometimes when you want to buy something from people, right, it's stressful. But when they buy something from you, it's very easy. Your pricing is good. Well, I don't usually like prices to be cheap, but yeah, your pricing is good. Your customer service is very unique. Or you give people better results. When they buy something from you, they get better results. So you need to decide and you need to know what is your unique value proposition. What is that unique thing about your product and services? If your product and services is not unique, it's going to be called a commodity. So it just means that you will be struggling with other people. It's called red ocean. But once you are unique, it's going to be blue ocean. People will naturally come to you because of you are unique. You offer them something that is more than other people, right? So if you guys are 50 fashion designer, if you want to stand out, you need to offer something different than other fashion designer, especially when you guys are doing the same thing, right? Then finally, the fourth pillar is pricing. Now, pricing is very important because pricing is just a representation of the value of what you are selling. So you need to ask yourself, what is my price point, right? Now, if you want to factor in that price point when it comes to the whole marketing stuff, you need to look at cost of delivery, competitors' price, what is the purchasing price, what is the cost of goods sold, what is the value you're providing. But you just need to decide what is that price? What's your price point you want to put? Now, the price point will determine your profit, and the price point will also determine the persons you are targeting. So if you're targeting people that don't really have cash, that are like low income earners, you can't put too much high price because they won't buy from you, right? But if you're targeting people that are high income earners, pricing is not the issue. In fact, the more expensive a product is, the more they are drawn towards you. You should know that, right? But if you're targeting people that are low income earners, the more expensive it is, the more they'll run away from you. They look for something that is very, very cheap. So your pricing will determine how you're going to create that marketing strategy. So pricing should support both customer satisfaction and business sustainability. Now, finally for today, market and sell like your business survival depends on it. Every day, market and sell like your business survival depends on it. Because it actually does. So we've talked about 4 pillars. We talked about the first one, a recap. The first pillar we talked about is that what is the value you're bringing to the marketplace? What is that value represented in your product and services? What problem does this solve for people? If you cannot clearly define what problem your product and services is solving, you cannot market and sell efficiently, and people will not buy from you because we only buy what solves our problem. Number 2, who is your target market? Very important. Who is your target market? You need to be very, very clear as regards to that. You're not targeting everybody. You cannot be targeting anybody because you're not God, you're not the devil, you're not oxygen, and you're not water, right? Then number 3 is that we need to find out what makes you unique. What is that thing you do, or what is that thing your business or your product and services represents that is unique, that people can get and they can't get from you and they can't get it elsewhere? Because people will always go where they are properly treated and they get something that is different from everywhere. And finally, what is that pricing strategy? How do you intend to set your price that will reflect your value and can appeal to your target market? So thank you very much for your time. I would hand over back to Mr. Joseph, over to you, sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mike Onoja. Thank you so very much. You joined the League of Board Men that are in this session together. In that regard, I forgive you for calling me Mr. Michael. It's all the same. Thank you very much for the presentation. Very educative and insightful. I believe the female entrepreneurs learned a whole lot, and they're beginning to, you've already started whetting the appetite about the training, what more they are going to learn, and that they are beginning to look forward to. Thank you so very much for that. Very quickly, we'll move on to the presentation from MoMo PSB, Mr. Emmanuel Ahibe, the Manager Channel Management, MoMo PSB. Thank you for your understanding. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you very much, Joseph, and good afternoon to everyone and to all the superwomen on the call. I wouldn't mind if the last presenter can bring down the presentation, or can I just overwrite? Okay, that's cool. All right, I'll be very, very brief. I know we are running behind schedule, and I'll just go straight to the point. Please confirm if my presentation is visible.
Mr. Emmanuel, not yet.
Okay, how about now?
Okay, it's up. I can put it on
Awesome.
stop. Thank you.
Awesome. All right, so quickly, MoMo PSB. You want to ask me what MoMo actually stands for? So MoMo, it's an abbreviation from the word mobile money. So MoMo PSB is a fintech arm of MTN Nigeria, and we are actually licensed to run banking services in the year 2022. So we will be 3 years this particular 2026, and we've actually done some great and important things. But in the interest of time, I would just like to brief that we are a fintech arm of MTN Nigeria. We have some shared infrastructure, and of course, if you are an MTN subscriber, you are just a step, like 10-second steps away from becoming a MoMo customer or a MoMo account holder. And looking at what we bring to the table, we have a bouquet of services and products in order to support the federal government's drive in financial inclusion. As of today, in accordance to the last FNI report that was shared, we still have about 30 to 45% of the adult population of Nigeria that are currently underserved. And of course, our primary intent is to ensure we bridge this gap. We bridge the gap. So how do we do that? Very simple. We just ride on the power of mobile money. And we have a lot of services that also help that. But in the context of this presentation, I will streamline it to the audience. I want to believe that we're speaking to female entrepreneurs, which we regard as merchants on our book. Who is a merchant? A merchant is someone that sells, and you receive collection, you receive payment by giving services. And in our books, we've segmented our merchants into 4 different segments. We have the nano segment, we have the micro segment, we have the SML, and we have the SML B2B. So there's a difference between the SML B2C and B2B, right? And the major determinant factor, it's actually the size of the business. As you can see the picture at the background of a nano segment, we're looking at a bike rider, looking at a one-man business. The micro segment, of course, is a bit bigger. And of course, the SML B2C is someone that has more than 2 to 3, employees. And of course, SML B2B focus on business to business. And one of our services, aside from the merchant business, we also have a remittance business, which my colleague on the call, Jumoke, is going to speak into. Right. So bringing it down to the house, I want to believe that every average business owner or entrepreneur, right, also want to earn what I call a passive income. So coming on board as a merchant on MoMo PSB platform, you have been empowered to earn a passive income. And of course, this opportunity is actually customized to this group of people. I'm talking to the female entrepreneur from MTN Foundation. So what we're going to do is going to be a bit practical, right? And I would like to mention what we're about to do before I show my screen. Now, as of today, I want to believe that we all purchase data and we purchase airtime. And at the same time, we have some people that sell data and they sell airtime. As of today, some of us will purchase data and airtime directly from our banks. Now, the question is, if you purchase 1,000 Naira data, your bank account will be debited, and of course, your data service will be credited with equivalent of the amount you are subscribing for, right? Now, the question is, let's assume you're using Bank A. The Bank A that is selling this data to you, are they the one manufacturing this data? No. So meaning they are more like resellers, they buy and they resell. And the process of buying and reselling, there is always an element of margin. So the element of margin is what we have customized to give to this set of people on the call today. So that is a way of giving back, and that is a way of supporting the MTN Foundation in this regards. Now, for as many that are on this call that are interested to join the train, probably you just want to earn a passive income, I can tell you, at least I have opportunity to see at the back end. I mean, the volume and value of transactions, that are going on this platform, it's actually huge, regardless of how you started, right? You can start with a very minute figure, and over time you see it grow. Now, if you know you'll be interested to join this train, right, I'll just like you to drop a chat. Just type, I am interested. Now we're going to trace the chat to your name, and then we have your phone number customized at the back end. And then you're definitely going to get a prompt. So this is not an open-ended opportunity. It is an opportunity that is customized to yellowpreneur, female entrepreneur on this call. Now, after dropping the chat, yes, I'm interested, the next thing you need to do, dial *671# on your MTN line, *671#. After you dial the *671#, the system will prompt you to create your PIN. So your PIN, of course, is special to you. You do not share with anyone. You repeat the PIN, and then you open a MoMo account. After opening the MoMo account, that is when what we are going to configure at the back end will be visible to you. And of course, that moves us to the next screen. How do you sell airtime? Very simple. I said what you need to do, you dial *671# and follow the prompt. In less than 10 seconds, you have successfully opened a MoMo account, right? Please, you need to do that so what we are doing at the back end will reflect on your screen, right? Now, how do you sell airtime and what commission are we giving back to you? As a female yellow entrepreneur for this opportunity, if you sell an airtime of 1,000 naira, you earn a commission of 3.5%. And this commission is coming back to you instantly. Now, assuming that you're able to sell 100,000 naira worth of airtime or data in a day, then you can calculate what 3.5% will be. And this is this is a commission that is coming back to you instantly. Now, the beauty is that we do not limit it to selling of MTN airtime. You can sell Glow, you sell airtime, you sell our mobile. You also sell MTN, and you get your commission instantly. So, in the interest of time, as soon as you dial *671#, you create your PIN, you validate the PIN, you have the account open. We're going to configure your line at the back end, and you go ahead to download MoMo Merchant application. MoMo Merchant application on either Play Store or App Store is seen as MoMo Business. So what you're going to search for is MoMo Business. Let me repeat again, you dial *671#, follow the prompts to open an account. You have to do that on your MTN line. You are just 10 seconds away. And after then, you go to either Play Store or App Store to download MoMo Business app. And after which you can proceed to start engaging, and you sell your data, sell the airtime. And of course, on the screen, you have the process flow. As soon as you download the MoMo Business app, you log in with the PIN that you have created, then you go straight to the toggle sell airtime and data, follow the prompt, and you are good to go. Right? This opportunity is open to airtime, and it's also open to data. Right? I just try to customize this communication to these. There are a whole lot of bouquet of services and benefits we also have for you. But just in the interest of time, as soon as we have your commitment that you've opened the account, then you will be getting a subsequent communication on other services that are available on MoMo platform. Thank you very much. We don't know if my colleague Jumoke is available to talk about remittance service. I'm aware she quickly joined another call. Hi, Jimmy, are you there?
Okay, Mr. Emmanuel, thank you very much. We're running out of time, except if Jumoke is ready and she can take this in 2 minutes.
Yeah, I'm aware she had to leave to quickly join another call. But not a problem. Okay. As soon as we have the details of the those that have opened their accounts, we'll communicate to them via the platform. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Emmanuel. Thank you for that presentation. I saw that all the over 500 women who are on this call, this platform, and just to also mention that we're streaming live on YouTube. I've been seeing a whole lot of posts. I'm interested. Okay, very good. To the female entrepreneurs, a whole lot of value propositions have come to your notice during this session. More information about all these value proposition we will share with you, and we'll provide clarity about how you go about it and all of that. Okay, so the MoMo PSB team, they are still with us. Okay, they'll be reaching out, giving out the necessary information, and you definitely know what to do as the case may be. So we have a whole lot for you. Mr. Emmanuel, I want to strongly suggest that in the chat box, you provide a help number or an email address that these female entrepreneurs can use to reach out after this program, because a whole lot of them posted the information that some of them have opened the MoMo account, and what do they need to do next and all of that. So I think that helpline number and email address would definitely help. So please take some time to do that. Thank you very much. We move on to an interesting part of the session, which I strongly believe the female entrepreneurs were not expecting, is all the bundle and the bouquet of value proposition that we're bringing your way. This is just the beginning. It's under the MTN Skills Academy program, but there's a challenge plan for that. My colleague, Pamela Emoji, she's the portfolio manager for the National Priority Portfolio, will be taking this session, and she'll make it very brief. Please listen carefully. You have a whole lot of things to benefit from this session. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. I'm sure you're all. Hello, everyone again. Good afternoon. I'm sure you're all very excited. You've learned so much today, and from where you're sitting now, I know you're wondering, oh, I hope I become one of these 1,000 women that will participate fully in this program. So what if I tell you that there's something for every single one of you? Yes, my colleague Joseph just mentioned the MTN Skills Academy platform. So I want to tell you about a challenge you can participate in right after this program, okay? MTN Skills Academy is the platform MTN developed in partnership with Coursera, okay, for young people to learn different digital courses, you know, that can help you improve your skills and make you better people and help you improve your business in different ways. So we have courses on this platform. We have basic courses. Okay, the basic courses will take you less than 30 minutes to complete one. And if you complete 3 of them, you get to move on to what we call the Career Academy program. You know, those ones are more, you know, fully curated for certification programs, okay, where you learn something and earn certificates that you can take anywhere to get a job, you know, bragging rights that you finished a particular program. So that would take at least, if you do it very fast, it could be like from 2 weeks to 1 month, you can complete one course. So here goes. This is how the challenge will run. From now, like we'll finish this program right now, and you go and log on to MTN Skills Academy platform, sign up and start learning. Okay, so I'm going to show you what you get to learn, okay?
So that come and project it.
Please hold on. There's some technical hitch here.
Okay, I apologize for that technical glitch. So here you go. The very first, like I said, right after this program, please just log on to MTN Skills Academy platform and start learning, starting first of all with the basic courses, okay? The first 200 people to complete 3 basic courses. Remember I said one will take you less than 30 minutes, right? We'll get to complete it by tomorrow. Just in 24 hours, you will get 20 gig of data. Okay. Then the very next one, it gets better. Then right after that, just by tomorrow as well, 3 learners, the first 3 learners to complete at least 6 basic courses will get 150,000. Remember, you've been told about MoMo platform, paid into their MoMo platform. So please make sure to sign up to MoMo so you're able to get this win as soon as it happens. The first 3 people to complete at least 6 basic courses will get 150 into their MoMo account. And then this is the very interesting one. I told you about career academy courses that will take you at least like a month, 2 weeks to 1 month to complete one, okay? So we have courses like social media marketing and so much more that you earn in it, that you can learn. So if we get 2 people, the first 2 people to complete one career academy program will get the whooping 500,000 paid into their MoMo account. Then this is in 1 month's time. Remember, in 1 month's time. So if you do it less than 1 month, your chances of earning this would be much better. And then the very next one is right after the top 2, the next 4 people to complete this Career Academy program within the same 1 month, which is by June 15th, will earn 200,000 each into their MoMo account. So that's it, women. Let's get learning, okay? And earn these fantastic prizes. Thank you very much. I would like to just remind you again, the website you need to log on to. You go to right now, www.skillsacademy.mtn.com. Okay, so please, let's go. And we're also going to leave it in the chat box for you to get it. But I'll repeat it again, www.skillsacademy.mtn.com. So let's get learning and earn. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you very much, Pamela, for that presentation. I could see a whole lot of the female entrepreneurs are saying thank you, ma. Since I've been presenting, nobody was telling me thank you, sir. Now it has come to the challenge aspect and to win a whole lot. I see a lot of thank you. It's okay. It's all MTN value proposition. Thank you very much. I think we've taken a bit of time, but we're about to end. We're going very close to the end of the session. We just have 2 items left. We'll be having the question and answer session next, and then the closing remarks. Mrs. Omolara, please stay online for the closing remarks when we get there. Just said I should prepare you for that. For the question and answer session, to the female entrepreneurs, we know you all have a lot of questions. And like I said, in the course of implementation of the program, we believe the information we'll be sharing at different times will be answering your questions. And this information will come very early. Let me prepare the following guest speakers that we have to please listen to the questions because I believe I'll be assigning the questions to you, Mrs. Oduayo Soya, Mrs. Omolara, Dr. Olale, and Mr. Emmanuel. These questions could be for you. Okay, so their female entrepreneurs will be entertaining just 5 questions because of time. Okay, and we will go the route of you raising up your hands. Okay, and then I will call on your name for you to ask your question. So you need to raise up your hand, and as I see you raise up your hand, then I can call on you to ask your question. Thank you. We'll be entertaining just 5 questions. Okay, I see a whole lot of hands. Mrs. Abigail Oyedepo, can you please unmute and ask your question? Mrs. Abigail Oyedepo, can you hear me?
Thank you very much, sir. My question is that my business is still in to lack of funds, and I've not registered for CAC yet. I want to ask that, is it a must I register CAC before I can get the loan, sir?
Okay, Miss Abigail, at some point, we couldn't hear what you said at some point. Could you please repeat the question?
Okay, sir. My question is, I said my business is still in struggling state due to lack of funds. I don't have any help for now. So, and I've not registered for CAC as well. My question is that, is it a must for me to go and register CAC first before I can get the loan? Or is there anything I can do?
Okay, thank you, Miss Abigail Oyedepo. So it is compulsory for you to have formalized your business before you can get the loan. So when you talk about loans, you know that there are regulations, and maybe Ms. Omolara should have answered this question because she's the banker. But there are laid out, requirements that the CBN has put down for you to be able to get a loan. And part of it is that you need to register your business, formalize your business with the Corporate Affairs Commission. So you will need to do that. I know that a number of organizations might be registering businesses for small MSMEs for free. And I think at SMIDAN or so, they are doing that. But so check with SMIDAN, but if your business is not formalized and you don't have a registered name, an enterprise type of registration, you can't access the loan.
Okay, thank you very much, man. Thank you for providing response to that question. I'll take on the second person. Funaya Ntoka. If you can hear me, please unmute and ask your question.
Good afternoon.
Funaya Ntoka.
Please, can you hear me?
Okay. We're not hearing
Hello?
from Ms. Funaya Ntoka. So let's take
Can you hear me?
Bolanle Babalola.
What's going on?
We can hear you.
I'm
Joseph, I think
speaking.
it's your network. We can actually.
Bolanle, Babalola, Halima, I hope they're not having challenges on meeting to speak. They're not
No,
supposed to, right?
we have enabled her, so she's actually talking now.
Are you hearing me?
Yes, please. We can hear you now. Joseph, I don't know
Oh,
if you
thank
can
you.
hear her.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you, MTN. Thank you, BOI. Thank you, ETC. I look forward to the next phase. But I
Okay,
want to find
let's have
out.
Happiness, Daniel.
Whoa, I don't know if you can hear me really.
I'm sorry, Joseph. I think for Maya and Toka is actually speaking. We can hear her loud and clear.
Please, can I go on?
Yes, you can go on. Joseph?
Happiness, Daniel.
Okay. So my question is just to find out when will the first selection list be out?
Okay,
More like,
Halima, can you please confirm you can hear me so I know everyone can hear me, because I'm calling the names of some of the women who have raised up their hands, but they are not speaking. Or are they having challenges to unmute and
Joseph, can you hear
speak?
me? Joseph. Sorry, if anyone is with Joseph, can you just let him know he's the only one that cannot hear everyone? Thank you.
okay. Can I please go on again?
Yes, please go on.
All right, thank you. Thank you, everyone. So my question is to find out, we are anticipating the list for like 1,000 people, 1,000 female entrepreneurs. So when should we look forward to seeing this list? That's my question. Thank you.
Sorry, Dakuk, are you here? Or
Yes,
Joseph?
we are. So this is Odwayo. So we're working hard to run the short list. So at the latest, by the end of May, you should be notified if you are among the 1,000 or not.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you very much, man. That's fine.
Okay, thank you, Funaya Ntoka, for your question. Can we have Ms. Bolanle Babalola? Ms. Bolanle Babalola.
Bolanle, can go ahead and speak.
Okay, if Ms. Bolanle is not ready, can we have Ms. Hassana Abubakar? Okay. Can we have Ms. Marian Biola?
Miriam, please, you can speak. You're unmuted.
Okay, can we have Ms. Imabong Essien? I see you raised your hand a couple of times.
Thank you very much, MTN. I want to thank God for this opportunity. I've been praying so hard for you. I've been praying so hard. My question goes this way. I was in Asaba and I was doing my business and all of that, but at a point, we relocated down to this area in Abia State, Aba. It's a rural area, and the time my business was going up because of funds, and I was using MoMo POS as at then. So recently now, when I start engaging again, going back to my business, I tried to like reactivate my MoMo POS account. It was no longer working. So I don't really know how, because we made mention of MoMo account. So I'm like, do I get a new SIM card and open a new MoMo account, or that one can still be used? Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Ma. Mr. Emmanuel, I hope you got the question. I think she's saying something about relocation. She had opened her MoMo account at the initial location, but she had moved to a different location, I think in Abia State. What should she do about the MoMo account? Mr. Emmanuel, thank you.
Yes, Joseph, thank you very much. So I'm going to drop an email address. Let her forward MoMo account number to the email address. I will take it up from there. So I have to reach out to her directly to further understand what the actual challenge is, because the geolocation has only been implemented on POS. So I need to confirm if she's having the issues on her POS or directly on the account.
Okay, thank you very much. I think that suffice. Thank you very much, Mr. Emmanuel. And to every other female entrepreneurs having similar situation, take advantage of that email address and also reach out to the MoMo team. Thank you very much. Can we, we're going to accommodate just 3 more questions. Can we have Ms. Adesua Victoria? Okay, can we have Ms. Bamidele Blessing? Please, if you hear your name, kindly unmute and speak.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, ma. Please go ahead.
Okay, I have 2 questions. Number 1, I would like to say thank you so much for the training. Thank you very much. It really goes a long way, especially the one that talks about pricing, value. I really learned a lot about that. My number 1 question is about the MoMo account, the MoMo merchant account. I'm seeing 2 apps on the Apple Store, MoMo Merchant and MoMo PSB Business. So, and while trying to register, is giving me issues. So, I don't know how to go about that. That's number 1. Number 2, the 1,000 women that will be lucky to get the loan. Will the money be paid to the MoMo account, or you need to have a running current account? Then a semi question I have again is, will the money also be given to those that already have an existing running business? Those are my questions, sir.
Okay.
Joseph,
Thank
can
you.
I take the...
Okay, Mr. Emmanuel, please go ahead.
All right, so for the MoMo app, please feel free to download the 2 and I will explain. One is for consumer, which is a regular customer service account, while the other one, which is MoMo Business, is for the merchant. So the one for the business is the app that will enable you to sell data and airtime to earn your instant commission of 3.5%. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Emmanuel. And I think all the relevant channels through which these female entrepreneurs can reach MoMo, please, Mr. Emmanuel, just share it and because I believe a whole lot of other women here will be having similar questions. Ms. Omolara, the second question I believe is for you. Would they be getting, how will it be transferred to them, the funds? Is it through an account or is it cash or so? That was Mrs. Blessing's question.
Okay. Hello, good afternoon again. All payments will be made into a bank account. Nothing will be paid in cash. It will only be paid into a bank account. And they will be paid. So again, it depends. We will do a more detailed presentation and discussion during the 1 month or I think it's 4 to 6 week session. So that is the point where we'll address all of these details in terms of payments. So I crave your indulgence to be patient at that point. We will have people who will be looking into everything in detail, and we'll spend a lot of time responding to these kind of questions, and also support you in terms of let you know how to go about different things. So please save your questions, anything and everything around the loan. No question is too simple. We will address them during the capacity building session. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ms. Omolara. Okay, the last question, because the last female entrepreneur asked 2 questions. Can we have Tari Ogidi? Miss Tari Ogidi. Miss Tari Ogidi. Okay. Miss Praise Toby. Okay. Can we have Miss Abibat Omar?
Hello. Good
Okay, Miss
afternoon.
Praise Toby, please go ahead.
Yeah, good afternoon. I'd like to know if there is a criteria for which one would be selected among the 1,000 persons and the applicants to be if there is a criteria, or it's just a random pick, or if there's something one should do that would qualify one to be selected among the 1,000 participants. Thank you.
Okay, just to say that at the point of applying, there were certain criteria that were, we put there. At the point of advertising, there was, the campaigning, there were criteria put there. So we are shortlisting with the criteria that we've advertised, and there's nothing anybody needs to do anymore. The application has been made. The shortlisting will go ahead with the shortlisting, but there's nothing anybody needs to do.
All right, thank you.
Aside apply.
All right, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you for the response. Thank you very much for the response, ma'am. Okay, we are very much aware that you have a whole lot of questions, but like you've heard from the speakers, we'll be giving you more details and all of that in the course of the program. So we can anticipate the kind of questions you have, and you have those informations provided. But very strongly, if you know your email address is not active, is not functioning, please get it up and then stay close to your email box for the different information we'll be sharing with you, and also your phone numbers, your phone box for the information that we'll be sharing. Okay. At this point, let's have the closing remarks from Ms. Omolara Okubajo. Thank you very much.
Yeah, Thank you, everyone. Thank you, team MTN. And let me start by saying congratulations to everyone. Once again, my name is Okichukwu, and Bank of Industry. We are happy and we look forward to meeting with everyone again during the actual capacity building structure, where all your questions will be comprehensively answered. We hope that you follow up with all the updates of this program. For us here in POI, we are looking forward to when your applications will start rolling in. And we hope that all your trainings, you take them to good hearts. And when the applications start coming in, that's when the true things that you have learned during the program will be required. So once again, I thank you all and have a great day from our end here. Thanks.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Okechukwu. Thank you very much. We've come to the end of the webinar session. To all the female entrepreneurs, thank you for joining. Thank you for participating. It's guaranteed that we're going to have an interesting journey as far as this phase 3 of the Yellowpreneur program is concerned. Okay, please look out for the different information that I'll be sharing with you through those channels we had mentioned. And thank you to everyone that posted questions in the chat box. We will take up the questions and it will inform the kind of information we'll be providing, answering your questions as the case may be. Okay. Thank you, everyone. And thank you to our speakers. Thank you for your time. Thank you for participating. For all the different links that have been shared in the chat box, please take time to get the details, the information, the link from the MoMo team, and then the link for the MTN Skills Academy challenge as well. Please take good advantage of it. We also have a Google feedback form that has also been dropped in the chat box. So we want to get your feedback. Please help us take time to complete the feedback form. Thank you, everyone, and do enjoy the rest of your day, and we wish you successes in your businesses. Thank you very much, and bye for now.
All right, thank you, Joseph. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, thank you. As you are leaving the meeting session, please don't forget the link for the MTN Skills Academy challenge. Okay, thank you, everyone.
So for those asking for the links or recording, the replay would be on YouTube, and for those who are on YouTube as well, you get the link as well. So you can go through the various components that was mentioned on the call. Thank you very much.